Hi, I'm Ashley and welcome to this yoga class. And so today I'm just going to be leading you through a 30-minute basic kind of a wake-up flow. Because I do teach a lot in the mornings, I thought I'd offer you guys something that you could do at home or just get some ideas from and just follow along, maybe a few stretches to get your day started right. So first and foremost, we're going to start in an extended child's pose. So take the knees a little bit wider than the hips, toes are touching behind you, extend the arms forward and allow the forehead to drop down towards the floor. Now if it doesn't come to the floor, you can just leave it up and that's fine, your hips are tight, you can come up a little bit, but try to sit back and the flexibility will come. And in the morning, it's always a little bit, tight on the body because we haven't moved. So we're just gonna take it down and take a few deep breaths. So feel that inhale, it's gonna rise in your body. Feeling out that back, and then exhale slowly. So taking in some good, deep, steady breaths, letting the body relax, distractions getting away from you. So after about 3 or 4 breaths, we pull forward on an inhale, taking the hands, sliding them right underneath the shoulders. Stack the knees underneath the hips. Drop the belly down and gaze goes up. So we're taking, this is often called a cow pose, and we go right to cat pose by rounding the back and tucking the tailbone. So some back and forth, and use the breath to guide yourself throughout this. So inhale, dropping belly, shoulders press back. Exhale, is press the tops of the feet to the floor, engage the core. Fill out the back. And again. And come back to a neutral pose. After you've done a few of those side to back and forth, sit back on the heels again to a child's pose. So what we're going through was I call a baby flow, baby mini flow. So back in a child's pose, on your inhale, we shift forward to a low or a modified plank. Knees down, butt drops down, elbows stacked right over wrists, right out underneath the shoulders, and then lower the belly all the way to the floor. Hug those elbows in. This might feel a little tough at first. Lift up that chest, gaze goes forward, and then bring it down to the floor. Press into the hands and knees, push yourself back up, and sit back onto your heels. So we now do that breath base. So we go with the inhale forward, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, chest rises. Feel the back, and exhale down to the ground. Push back into the hands and knees and sit back to child's pose. We have one more of those. So inhale, take it forward. Exhale, low. Should be feeling a little stronger now. Lift the chest, and exhale to the floor. Press back to child's pose. Tuck the toes under as you do this. Lift up the hips, and press back to a downward facing dog. It's your first one, so feet hip distance apart, hands right under, very strong, so wide fingers, and then ears between biceps. And press the tailbone up and back. So we can take a couple knee bends here, walking it out, just to feel some release in the back of the legs. I know they might be pretty tight from sleeping all night. Hopefully we all get 8 hours of sleep. And then press back to a down dog, pressing deep within those heels, setting up that great foundation. Take that gaze forward, bend the knees a little, and walk the feet first time, walk the feet right behind the hands. So now we're in a forward fold, and you may have to bend the knees here to feel comfortable. So you want to feel a little bit comfortable, grab opposite elbows, let the head drop, and you can add a little sway. I like a little sway. Shifting your weight right and left. Relaxing the head, so shake it out. You can even open up the mouth, and close. So lion and mouse poses. So just shaking, getting rid of any of that tension, letting it drip off the shoulders. And another breath. Then take the hands down to the floor. The first one we do, we always roll up from forward fold. So bend the knees a little deeper, round the back, chin to chest, and roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. until you're standing. Roll the shoulders. Let's take the feet a little bit wider, so about at the edge of the mat. Bend the knees softly, reach the hands forward, let the wrists grow loose. So this is one of my favorite little warm-up, wake-up Tai Chi moves. So reach up as you inhale, straight legs. Exhale, wrists are loose, and then you brush the front of the room as you come down into a squat. Inhale, lift up. Keep that heart open to the front, chest lifted. And so you're not going to be turning your head, but I can turn my head to look at you guys. So it always goes breath-based with the inhale and the exhale. The breath actually guides you throughout your class. So as you feel that the breath grows choppy or labored or anything like that, just back off, take a little modification or a little rest for a while, and come back when you're ready. Now this next one, we're going up, we're going to the right side. So let's flex the right foot, turn to the right, okay guys, and lower, straight legs. Reach up, taking it to the left side. And reaching up. There we go, hands come together and down. Let's step the feet together now. So we start with a couple sun salutations to really get our bodies going. That was our first little session. So we step to the top of the mat, feet together, hands up prayer. And if you'd like to set an intention or a dedication for your practice, now would be an awesome time to do that. Take a couple deep breaths in, standing nice and tall. Letting everything go that's not serving us today. So take another breath. Let's reach the hands up, open up, little tiny back bend. Open up the arms as you exhale, bend the knees and lower. We'll do a half salutation here, lifting halfway with that back. So it's taking the hands to the floor, you can keep them on the shins too. Just make sure we're lengthening the back. Take it all the way down to the floor. And back up and reach, reversing that swan dive, taking it up. Connect the hands, bring them down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, folding forward. It's also called swan dive. Let's lift up halfway, lengthen, and exhale to the ground. And reach up, inhale, out and up with the hands, and exhale, hands to your heart. So now I can really get going. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen. And step back to a plank pose. So plant the hands, step back. First one, let's hold it here for a moment. Noticing the feet are hip distance, hands under the shoulders, and that core engagement, very important. Push that mat away so you feel at the back, and then draw the kneecaps up to engage the thighs and the legs. So this should be a total body kind of conditioning position. If you ever feel you need a little break or your breath starts to get lost again, let's take the knees down. Great place to be. I'm gonna take the knees up. Shift forward onto your toes, lower halfway down. Woo! Tops of the feet, press forward to an upward facing dog. Again, knees down or up. And then roll over the toes, or turn over the toes, press back to downward facing dog. So that one was a little slower. We'll move through that a couple times quick. But first, press the heels down, take another deep breath. Exhale, everything lets go. Heels press down. Take that gaze forward, bend the knees, and you can stop, hop, step, or start to float forward. Landing softly, come to a half lift, and exhale down to the ground, forward fold. Reach up, inhale, we're going right back down. We've got two more, exhale, fold. Half lift. Now step or jump back to a plank, shift to the toes, exhale, descend. Inhale, open to the front. Exhale, turn over the toes, hips to the sky. Inhale as you bend the knees and gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop forward. Half lift. And exhale down. Reach up, inhale. One more time, exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Step back, jump back. Tops of the toes, shift. Exhale, low. Up dog, open that heart. And exhale, press the hips back to the sky. Awesome job. Take it forward, bend the knees, step or jump forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Now bend the knees super deep. Sweep the arms up, lift. Into our first chair pose. So notice that the back isn't arched, but it's not rounded. So it's a nice little happy medium. Shoulders soft. You can widen out the arms if it's more comfortable. Another breath goes in, reach up. Hands to the heart, fold it forward. Half lift. And jump or step back. And shift. Descend. Up dog. Exhale, press back. Now from here, just to open up, let's lift that right leg up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Keep the shoulders level and even. And straight leg, bring it down. Left leg lifts up. Whoops. Bend the knee and open the hip. And straight leg, bring it down. Let's take that right leg up again. But this time we step forward to a low lunge. Low lunge, we take it right here. Let's drop the back heel down. Either pressing or reaching up. Somehow, press or reach, sweep up to our warrior one. Shoulders down and soft. So the front heel should be in line with that back arch and shifting forward so the knees over the ankle. Now reach up again. Next inhale, lifting. Exhale, dive or take it back down, fold. Step the right foot back. Shift to the toes, lower down. Upward facing dog, open this up. Down dog, exhale. Left leg comes up in the inhale. Exhale, step forward, use that core strength. Draw the heel down, drop it, reach up, and settle into our warrior one. So let's press through the back blade of the foot. Keep the arms up, reaching for the sky, little tiny bend. Always keeping that heart open. Another inhale as you lengthen the arms. Exhale, they come down to the floor. Step the left foot back. Shift, descend, open, press back. Again, right leg up high. Step forward, lunge. Back heel spins down, reach up. This time, open up to the side. So right arm forward, left arm back. Into our warrior two. You can look down if you have a mirror, that's good. If not, look down to see the front heel and back arch are in alignment. If you've got notoriously tight hips, widen out your stance a little bit. Notice shoulders right over the hips, left hip dropping down. Let's just stay right here for one more lengthening inhale and softening exhale. Let's sweep up and around to warrior one, reach up. Hands, exhales, come down to the floor. Step the right foot back. Shift forward, lower down. Elbows only to 90 degrees. Upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. Left leg this time, lifts. Step lunge forward. Heel down, reach up on the inhale. And exhale, open up. Gaze stays forward. Right at the tip of the left hand. And you can intensify this by taking the right foot back farther, or modify by stepping in a little bit. A couple more nice deep steady breaths. You can even close the eyes, see what you're feeling. Last exhale, soft. Inhale, reach up around. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Step that left foot back. Shift, lower down. Up dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Now my shoulders are feeling a little tight, and my chest, the front of my body isn't quite open. So we'll open that up here. Take the knees down. And we're back to that hands and knee pose like we did cat and cow. To walk the hands forward and drop the chin, drop the neck down to the floor. Now you're really kind of spreading open in the armpit area. So in your wingspan, keep that gaze forward. And so we're not sitting on the heel, just a little puppy dog stretch. You can wag your tail. And then walk yourself or slide yourself back up. We're going to take the hands over to the right side. So to the right, And then just do the same thing, but stretching out that left arm a little bit longer. So reaching with the left fingers. Come back to the top. Over to the left side. Reach a little bit longer on that right arm. Take it back up to the top and work a little bit of shoulders, doing a thread the needle. So left arm is going to come underneath your right arm. Right arm lifts up. Find the lower back or top of that left thigh. Do a little shimmy around, see what feels good to you. Getting a little twisted. These gentle twists, this also is a little gentle twist. Really great for helping get that digestive and respiratory system going. Reach that right arm up. Push yourself up. Left arm stays on the ground, right arm goes through. Reach left arm up and to the back. Again, shimmy around, take a few deep breaths here. Take the left arm up. Push yourself back up. Hands come about 6 inches to a foot forward. Tuck the toes back to down and facing dog. Let's walk our feet to the top. In a different transition here, bend the knees and roll yourself up again. Little elephant. And then roll those shoulders back. Reach up on the inhale. Let's add a bend, a side bend. So just connect the hands, lean to the right. Inhale back to center, lean to the left. To lateral bend, reach up. Open up the elbows so you're lifting in the heart. Energy comes in and we reach back up, inhale. Exhale, dive down. Flat back as you come down. Flat back as you rise halfway. And step or hop to plank pose. Shift on the inhale, descend. Press upward facing dog. Exhale, press the hips up and back, turn the toes under. Lift the right leg up. We'll do right leg first. Exhale, step forward between the hands. I'm actually going to turn this way so you can see me. Right leg first, reach up. And then open up, and as you do it, spin the back heel down. Let's lean forward, taking elbow to the thigh, left hand up high. So now we're spinning that left shoulder open to the back, reaching up. A little side angle, barely any weight on this right hand, so if you can just let it hang. If you're looking for a little more in this pose, right hand slips to the inside, hovering right above the floor. You can extend that left arm forward. How about both arms forward? Woo, core strength. Let's take it back up to warrior two, lift. This time straighten out the front leg. Lean forward, so hips are kind of neutral. Reach forward, reach, reach, reach. And right hand goes down, left hand opens up. The ceiling. Your hand doesn't have to be on the floor. It can be on your leg, it can be on your thigh. No, it's actually easier for less flexible people to do yoga because they don't have to work as hard. But the more flexible you are, you gotta go a little bit deeper, a little more twisted up. Take that left hand to the hip, turn down, open up, hands on the hips. Hands can stay on the hips, onto the leg, or onto the floor. You may have to step that back foot in a little bit for this pose. So scissor up the legs and let the head drop. Relaxing your jawline. Sometimes that part starts to get a little tense. Right, gaze goes forward, bend in the right knee, hands come forward, step the left foot forward. Half lift, and then bring it down, reaching up, inhale. Connect the arms, we'll go to the right side, little lateral bend again. Reach up, inhale, stay where you are, exhale, left side. Reach up, now open up the heart, stay where you are. I'm just gonna switch to this side. Open up, reach up, again, fold, exhale. Half lift, and step or jump to your plank pose. And in between here, we're gonna shift it forwards very, very slowly. I want you to lower down to the ground. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One leg at a time. Let's take that right leg first. Right foot bends. Reach around with that right hand. Find the foot. Left arm comes forward. And as you inhale, lift up that leg. Lift up the arm. This might be just good enough quad stretch. Keeping that knee in line with the hip. Start to lift. And feel a little more openness. One more inhale, lifting, exhale, descend, take it down low. Wow, low break, ear to the mat. Let's come back up, bend the left knee, reach around, find the ankle, press into that hand as you reach the right arm forward, and lift. Another lengthening breath. And take it down to the ground. This time hands under the shoulders. Press yourself back to a child's pose. Again, knees wide. And counteract those back bends by just dropping down in child's pose, rounding the back. Plant the hands down to the floor. Stay where you are. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, press back to down dog. Now it's left leg lift. Whoop. Reach up with the toes. Lunge forward. Use that core strength. Reach up to a crescent lunge. So back heel's up, and then we just open up to warrior two. Heel comes down. So we've been to warrior two, but we're leaning forward. Lean, lean, lean. Left hand down, arm down. Right hand spins open. Other side, same thing. So if you're looking for a little more, squeeze the legs together. So you're trying to connect that heel and the arch together. It's not going to happen, but you're going to feel that sensation. Perhaps more sensation, left hand lowers down. Right arm reach forward, extend the side angle. So we're trying to get straight line from fingers to the heel. If you notice your hips popping up, either lean forward or come up a little bit. Perhaps both arms forward. Try it for a moment or two. Test your limits a little bit. Let's make your way back to warrior two, lift. Let's take the left leg, straighten it out, of course. Lean forward, reach as long as you can. Reach for the bar, reach for the wall, wherever you're at. Left hand comes down, open and twist. So notice in this triangle pose, we've got both the sides of the body extending. It's not a big round in the right side. Both sides are extended. It's a straight spine. Gaze goes either up or down. Keep reaching up to the ceiling. Take the right hand down to the hip. Turn down to the front. Left hand up to the hip. Again, you might have to walk it in a little bit. Feels a little better that way. And square the hips up to the front. Hand to the thigh, shin, or ground. Head drops. And take a slight bend in that left knee. Step forward. to a forward fold. Half lift, and exhale, fold. Lowering down, reach up, inhale. Again, bend those elbows. Let's just go right with that open chest, open heart. Reach up, inhale, fold forward. Half lift, and step or jump back to plank. Again, shift it forward. Again, lowering all the way to the ground, super slow. Got one more pose for heart opening back bend. Bend both knees this time. Reach around, find the ankles. If you can't find the ankles, keep the knees bent, reaching back. Same thing, just not grabbing onto the feet. So grabbing the feet or ankles, toes basically touching knees hip distance, and start to lift your body up. And with the breath, you may feel yourself rocking back and forth. So stay connected to the breath. And slowly start to lower down. Press back to child's pose. A deep solidifying breath down. Make your way back to downward facing dog. So press the hands to the mat, tuck the toes, lift up the hips. A little faster, dancing warrior. Let's take the right leg up. Step forward between the hands. Back heel spins down, reach up. Open to warrior two. Open the arms, reach up and reverse, different pose. Exhale forward to a side angle, left arm up. Back to warrior two, straighten out the leg. Exhale, tip forward to a triangle. Open to the front, so twist open to the front, rotate, take the hands down. Bend the front knee, step back. Shift forward, lower. Up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Left leg up. Exhale, step forward, lunge. Heel down, reach up. Open up, warrior two. Reverse, reaching left hand high, slide the right hand down. And then exhale as you come to a side angle. Lean forward. Back to warrior two, straight leg. And exhale to triangle, open up. Rotate forward. Airplane, hands down. Bend the knees, step back. Shift, lower down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, press the hips back. Drop down to the knees. And then sit back on the heels. Take a deep breath. Or a couple, just sitting here. It's a great life, isn't it? You can tell actually the sun's just rising and it's beautiful out there on the windows. Some might have got a little brighter throughout the class so far. It's great to do yoga when the sun rises. So let's just cross the ankles or slide them forward somehow. Bring the legs forward. And we've done several back bends today, so this might feel a little tight. Let's take the legs, rotate the thighs in, sit nice and tall. First, push into the ground so you can feel that length in that body, in the spine, the neck and shoulders. Then flex through the toes, pressing back to the knees, and reach the arms up. To do the fold forward, you take it forward, reaching forward, flat back, and anywhere your hands lie is a great place. So you don't have to take them to the toes. You don't want the head down to the knees. Just feel like someone or something or yourself is gently pushing that low back forward, giving you that hamstring flexibility, supporting that back. Take it back up to the top. Bend the knees. Work a little core here. Lean back about 45 degrees or so. You'll feel your tailbone and sit bones. Chest and shoulders rise. Hands around the back of the thighs. Start to lift the legs. Bring the hands up and forward. If you want to, you can always straighten the legs. That's cool. You don't have to. Arms up. Let's take a few more deep breaths. Squeeze those knees together. Lift up through the heart. Lift up through the shoulders. Keep reaching. Think up. Then take the legs down. Hug the knees in. An easy way to do this, take the feet forward to the top of the mat. Reach forward. Now you get to round the back as much as you want as you roll down slowly, using that core strength you built up. And when the shoulders drop down, take the legs close to your backside, so hug them in or pull them in. Right ankle on top of left knee. Then lift up the left foot, reach behind that left leg either to the thigh or the shin, and give yourself a nice gentle glute hip stretch. I like to use this one especially in the mornings because our hips tend to get really tight. And so mornings, especially if you already have tight hips, regardless, it's gonna be even tighter in the AM. So just a nice, gentle, easier style of a stretch. So keep the head heavy, shoulders heavy, relax that upper body. And take that leg down to the floor now, switch sides. Right foot on the ground, left ankle on top of the knee. Pull with the hands underneath the thigh, over the shin. Then if you have weak knees at all, always try to be flexing your feet. It'll actually support the muscles in the legs that support the knees. And take the foot down to the floor. Left foot down to the floor. Palms down, lift up those hips. So bring the feet as close as you can. Lift up the hips using the glutes, natural engagement of the glutes and low back as you lift. So last one little heart opener, back bend, whatever you want to call it. It's really trying to open up the front of the body and give us some energy, some good stuff in through all these channels of this body. So keep lifting. You can even slide the shoulders together to get a little bit higher in those that low back, a little higher in the hips. Knees always tracking forward in line with those toes. Good alignment is key to prevent injuries here. Let's slowly lower back down. Just a couple more poses before we're ending. So hug the knees in. And then drop them over to the right side. Extend the left arm. We're neutralizing the body here with this twist. So nice soft breaths. Anchor those shoulders down. Inhale as you lengthen out the arm, that leg. Exhale, we're twisting perhaps a little deeper. And it's just a few breaths there before we switch sides. So take it back to the top. And over to the right side. Extend the right arm, legs go down to the left. And take the legs back up to the top. One more little squeeze with those legs. And we take the legs, extend them to the top of the mat. We get to do our last and final pose. And so you get the option to stay here as long as you want. It's extending the legs, hands down next to your side. If it's more comfortable to bend the knees and open up the legs, toes together, that's great on the lower back, but a little more supportive. So just find a super comfortable resting pose. It can be wherever you want. So stay right there. I'm gonna come up. But I'm gonna leave you here. So this last pose is yours. You can do with it what you want. It really is a great place to end our practice by getting relaxed, centered, and coming back down to our breath. So it's a place where we let our body soak in all that heating and healing and energy building we just accomplished. So just taking some nice deep breaths, letting those thoughts kind of flow one ear in, one ear out the other, and so not attaching to anything and letting yourself be calm for just a little while before that chaos of the day starts again. So enjoy this time, it's yours, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.